Hey everyone, welcome to our video series, Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the K-12 public schools throughout Chicopee, Massachusetts. I am your host, Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian and founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Kuhn. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and the legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series. And also check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. Remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org to book your private event today. So, Robert, what are some of the K-12 public schools throughout Chicopee?
Okay, I'll tell you about some of them. The Chicopee High School is up to its third edition already. And this was the first high school in Chicopee. And they've changed it through the years to suit the needs. And it was always the one that would have the more academic program. There's also Chicopee Comprehensive High School, which also now is in its second edition, I believe. Then there's the Belcher School, the Bowie School, an older one was the Chapin School, the Edward Bellamy Middle School, the Kirby Junior High School, and then the Stefanik School and the Stryber School, and there's a few others too. And these others are there, the Sweeney School, Seltzer School, Bowie School. A lot of them are next to parks too, not just playgrounds, but big parks. And I guess Chicopee has brought itself up that way. And it's a nice thing to have.
And out of all the Chicopee schools, what school would you render as your favorite, and can you give us a brief summary of what made you choose it?
Okay, I like the Fairview Elementary School the best because it still has an old look to it, even though it has addition. So the building might have been from 90 years ago, but got a big addition instead of making new. But in the very back, it's got a very big park. And so it's what I just claimed was that there's always a lot of parks next to these schools. And most places don't necessarily do that. So for some reason Chicopee got into that habit, and they still have that habit going, which is quite wonderful. So let's see one of them, and then we'll see the park on it. Elementary school, we'll look at a bit of it, and remember this is the prototype of what I just said. And this is the older part right here. Through here. This probably at one time was a front door, and they changed it over when they put the addition on. And then here's a newer part to the side, and it keeps going. Okay, the new part goes all the way out to the street. So it has quite a bit of changes. They even got a birdhouse up there. And then they have this nice war memorial plaque for World War I and II for the men that died in the Fairview neighborhood of Chicopee. And that's another thing that Chicopee has a lot of, is war memorial plaques around on the outside. All right, so what I want to do is go around the back now. We're going to go back the Fairview Elementary School. We're probably going to see a playground. Yep, there's a playground in front of us. But as you go further back, you'll see more. And to the right here, you can see that they have an enormous athletic field area. And you would expect that. Now this is probably bigger than you might expect. But it's also part of a park around this area. So we're going to have that too. So let's go down this road And yes, you get a park-like feel as you go through it. And towards the right-hand side is a swimming pool back there, and then there's an outdoor basketball court. And then it goes out to another road. So they built a very big park, Fairview Park, in the back of the Fairview Elementary School. Okay, thank you very much.